Okay guys, well, here we are. 2 days in a row, a video. That is definitely a first time. We were waiting for a mate. It's a little bit late, that's okay. We have to get started. I'm a bit in a rush as well, so I guess this is a good video about trying to squeeze in workouts even on days where you might not think you can get a workout in. So what's the plan for today? Today's going to be chest and side delts. What we're starting off here is 40 kilos. This should not be too heavy. So if I can get like 12, 13, maybe 14 reps, that'd be good. Probably a bit heavier for the next set, but let's just get started. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, my chest still very sore from yesterday's full body. But I'm trying to reset myself, reset my split back into motion. Hey guys, my friend's here. And Dan, you wanna say hi?
What's up? I'll say hi to the Rog of Lifts.
We're going, Rog was going international, bro. We're getting everybody.
I don't know.
We're going up a little bit. I know the first set was all like the greatest set, but I'm trying to get like 3 sets here. This is about 53, including the weight of the machine. So yeah, hopefully you get a good set in.
All right, go.
Yep.
How many reps was that?
I had 5, bro. Honestly, this machine, I'm feeling so much in my front delts, not where I'm supposed to feel it. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep doing it, but because everything else is taken. Valid. Then do this one. Try to get like 5, 6. I'm trying to get 6. I didn't get 6.
I got about 6 or 7.
Good. 6.
So fucking lame.
Hilarious. But I was like, what the
Ugh, shit.
Nice, nice. Good.
You did 5?
Yeah, I did 5. Come on. Come on. That's all you. Come on, come on. Push, push, push. Last one, last one. Go, 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 go. Squeeze. Slow down. Nice.
Right.
8, 7?
Yeah.
6, 7? Yeah.
I didn't even think to do that, but like. You want an assisted rep?
Yep. Yep. Oh my god. Damn, I had it. That was a good set. Now, for this one, I set it up around here.
I put on the 18.
Yep, perfect. That's good. That's good as well. All right, boys. Next up, ready for lateral raises? This is a quicker workout. Yes, it is that way. It is a quicker workout, but hey, sometimes you need a quick workout. Before I get started with this one, a couple kind of pointers that I have like, mentally is that I really want that stretch in my lats as well. So I step out a little bit. Sometimes I hold this, but sometimes it's a bit too far away. So you brace yourself. And yeah, it's about leading with your lats. Now, if that means leading my elbow, I'm okay with that. Because keeping it straight doesn't necessarily mean tension on the lats, on the side delt, sorry.
No way.
That's 9. I don't know if it's 9. It should be 9. And right at the bottom here, like I can feel my whole lat muscle stretch from the top to the bottom. We'll do one more. Oh, we can do 2 more. Nope. Yeah. Good set. All right, now while Anna does his workout and his exercise,
I do the Jeff Nippard lean, the Captain America lean. You know when he leans out like this?
yeah.
I heard you should do that.
But it's one of you actually. That's a really good point. You do that if it's at the bottom because you want to get a 90-degree angle. But if it's already over here, the main idea is that when you start the exercise, you want to make sure that between your hand and the actual cable, there's a 90-degree angle, right? If you turn, right, you're giving yourself pretty much the same thing as keeping it at the bottom,
Oh fuck, that's the reason.
right?
Okay.
So you lean only if you keep it at the bottom.
Okay, fuck. Okay, I'm an idiot. That's fair.
Nah, that's a good point. That's a great point. Anyways, while Anna does the exercise, actually he's doing really well, to be fair. So look at that beast. We're well into the cut. I've been meaning to talk about cutting tips, types of foods, types of habits that you would want. Tip number 1 from Raghav: cardio. Do your cardio. Right? Do your cardio, right?
You'll never hear that advice coming from me.
Nah.
But my God gave me cardio from baseline, man.
I mean, fair enough. Bro's just vascularity final boss.
You know, last time we went gym, the moment I left, I was like, I need to fucking beat him next time.
Wow.
Like
Motivated by jealousy.
3 months to gain 20 kilos of muscle.
Another pointer that I have mentally to make sure that I'm doing the exercise correctly is that I really want to make sure that when I'm actually doing the exercise, I'm doing 2 things. At the bottom, I'm feeling a stretch in my side delts, and at the top, there's tension on the side delts. That's like the main kind of premise behind what are my indicators of a good set. So everyone talks about, you know, your hand position, your elbow position, and all that. Me personally, I don't want to get that specific. All I care about is muscle activation. So make sure that you get into like a good sort of, communication cycle with your body. Okie doke. So next exercise, some chest flies. Now, chest flies are, I think, probably one of the best workouts in terms of isolating the chest. It's pretty much got nothing else activated. People argue that, you know, your pressing movements get a bit of your shoulders in, and that can make it less effective. I don't think that's even an argument. I think that's just facts. But I've always liked it. I've always kept it in because it's fun. But these are a great finisher, as always. Everyone knows that. Holy shit, my chest is already. Oh my god, my chest is so cooked.
No, well done, brother.
That was like, I don't know how much that was, but that was a good set.
All right, guys. Everything Raghav told you before about chest flies? It's complete yap.
Don't listen. I think his form is impeccable, and that's the most important thing ever. It's just getting, the form. That's perfect. And it's never been about the weight. It never should be about the weight. It's always about the effort and the form.
Are you glazing my form?
I am. You're doing really well.
We're doing an outro.
Yeah.
Quick session today with Raghav lifts. Quick session, you know he likes a quickie, only way he knows how.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Back in the car, and that was one of the quickest workouts I've done in a while. I think I made like not a promise to myself, but kind of a commitment to do longer workouts, spend more time, but hey, life happens. My dad needs a car, so we're gonna go and do the quick changeover and whatnot. But about the workout itself, had a lot of fun with my mates, Ann and Dan. I wish we had more time with him, and I think he will definitely be someone that will, come again on the video where we can spend some more time with him. Even though today was a shorter workout, it's definitely a step in the right direction. But I mentioned it inside the gym, and I want to continue that topic, which is about cutting. With the gym video itself being a bit shorter, I mean, I guess it's always a bit short, and without keeping this too long, of course. Cutting tips, and what's kind of like helped me lose 7 kilos in not even 60 days, or I think just about 60 days, which it's also not insane, but I don't think it should be understated. 7 kilos is a lot of weight, and there's still 2.5 kilos to go, almost 3 kilos to go, before like I reach my goal weight and consequently my goal body fat. So what are my tips? My tips are this. First tip, I mentioned in the gym, cardio. Cardio is so important. You have to get your body moving, and it can't just, this is the thing, I don't count gym itself, like the workout I've done right now, I wouldn't count that as cardio. Despite what many people believe, and despite what your fitness watch says, when it says 200 calories burnt, 300 calories burnt in your workout, I don't really think that's true. I don't think that's true at all, to be honest. Because it's not a sustained effort throughout the entire time. It's not sustained because we're not, constantly doing a movement. It's short bursts of energy. That's not going to burn too many calories. And I wouldn't say that it's nothing. I definitely wouldn't say it's nothing, but I wouldn't say that if you're at the gym for an hour, you've burnt 700 calories. I really don't think that, because if you think about it logically, 700 calories is that's like doing some intense that's like doing Stairmaster for an hour. That's not equivalent. Everybody knows that's not equivalent. And it's so easy. It is really easy. It just has to be like 30 minutes on incline walk. Low effort, 130 to 140 BPM, even though that's irrelevant, it's about the effort more. 30 minutes of incline walk. Find a friend. Talk with them for half an hour. If you don't really want to talk to someone, then watch a movie. If you're gonna watch a movie anyways, do it on the treadmill. It's literally that easy. It's that easy. Next tip. Diet. Some things about diet. So these are more diet tips now. If you like the taste of tuna, that is going to be the greatest hack for you. Tuna in water. A can of tuna in water. Check out these calories. Check out these macros. 1 can is 70 calories. 15 grams of protein. To put that in context, if we were to get 3 cans, chuck it in a salad, mix it around, that's 45 grams of protein for only 210 calories. Think about your favorite protein shakes. Your Up and Go is about 430 calories for 18 grams of protein, or 35 grams of protein, sorry. So we're saying tuna has half the calories of an Up and Go protein, and more protein as well. And okay, fine. Your Rokubis, your Musashis, okay, they're almost compatible. But isn't that kind of crazy that they're almost compatible to tuna? And tuna's obviously it's a whole food. It's not some processed. I don't want to say garbage, but it's not processed. So have a thought of that. Obviously, not everybody likes tuna, and definitely there are times where I even get sick of it. But it's such a hack. Knowing how to make sandwiches with it, knowing how to make salads with it, keeps you full, right? It keeps you full. It can definitely taste good, and it is so high in protein. Next tip: chicken, specifically chicken breast. That is where the protein is at. 30%. So basically, 30% of its calories come from protein. That is quite a lot. That is actually the highest, other than milk and whey, that is the highest percentage protein in a food, naturally. So, that doesn't convince you to chat on some chicken. Then I don't know what will. Tip number 4, eating out. Realistically, it is not something we can avoid. Ideally, we should. Realistically, it's not. If you're someone that works, if you're someone that goes to uni a lot, even if you're someone that's really social, you really cannot avoid eating out. So how do you get around that? One being calorie aware. I'm not even saying calorie like in a calorie tracking sort of way. Being calorie aware can be it's such an invaluable thing to have. Think of something like a Porto, for example. A Porto. You go to a Porto and you got your burgers. Now, burger buns by and large, full of carbs. They're very sugary. What you could do instead around that is you can go for, your wrap options. They even have a salad there. So you can still eat out, but you'll have to just swap it out for something else a bit healthier. GYG. Biggest hack. Your GYG bowls. Swapping out the rice for lettuce. It not only does it taste exactly the same, it's like 20% less calories. That just means 20%, whatever calories you don't eat, that just means you can eat it later on. And what it also means is that you're most likely, if you're really full, you might not even eat those calories. You might even not even need them. So there's so many benefits to just making these small little changes. And you'd be so surprised how, small little changes you make throughout the whole week, how that affects your whole day, your whole diet. That's for 4 tips. Let's go for the 5th tip. Let's go for the final tip and the last tip. And I've been mentioning throughout, but tracking your calories. If you really want to get something done, track your calories. I want to talk about that as well. In fact, that's going to take a majority of today's car talk. Tracking calories has always been something that's been problematic, debated, debunked. I would say debunked because it's never been debunked because it's just physics. But something that's been talked about for a long time. And I think a lot of people struggle with the idea that it is a very effective way of losing weight and trying to make changes to your body. Own the whole cycle. Don't deny it, right? I mean, do you remember, for those who track the calories, do you remember a time before you tracked your calories? How free you were? How ignorant you were? I definitely can remember a time where it's like, you feel hungry and then you just go and eat. Which is part of the reason why I was, pretty obese at the time. But obviously that's mentally how you should live life, I feel. But realistically and physically and health-wise, it's not the smartest way to live. So my answer to the whole calorie debate is, even if it is a disorder, it cannot be that bad. Denial, final boss. But no, seriously, I genuinely think it cannot be that bad. I've been tracking my calories and I know what I'm talking about, right? I've been tracking my calories for almost 600 days. That's like almost 2 years now. I'm not talking about I'm not talking from a perspective of like someone that's just started. I've been doing this for a long time and it's really easy. And sometimes, yes, it's guesswork. Sometimes, yes, it's estimations. Sometimes, yes, you get it wrong. And then you wake up the next day and you're like, okay, why did I gain weight? I clearly ate less food. Why did I gain weight? And then you realize, okay, I made an estimation here. I forgot to add this snack. And then you go, okay, that makes sense. If you could eat and know exactly what your food is doing, wouldn't you just do that? Instead of, you know that this food is about 200 calories. This bar is about 300 calories. These cashews, this handful of cashews is about 20, 30 calories. It's never that less, by the way. And you realize that these little things are what adds up. So that's my whole point there. If you're really serious about your work, if you're really serious about your gym, and you want to make something happen, calories. Anyways, take care, homies. I'm sure that you're having an amazing day. And if you liked today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out. It motivates me as well to do more and make more of these videos. I find that, either way I'm going to make these videos, but, getting that, again, positive feedback is important. I'll know what you guys like, what you don't like, and don't forget to press the bell icon as well. I'm going to be posting a lot more frequently. So, yeah, that's it from me. See you later.